Well, while millions of Americans relocate each year in the age of COVID-19, some interesting trends are accelerating the process. Since many Americans are now working remotely for good, people are realizing they don't need to live by their offices. And here to talk about these current moving trends is Chuck Kuhn with JK Moving Services. Hey, Chuck, thanks for joining us.
Hi, Arby. Thanks for having me on.
So you say many Americans, they're making a move during the pandemic. What about Californians? How much moving are Californians doing?
We're seeing quite a bit, Aubrey. We're seeing a number of people moving into California from various cities throughout the country. And then we're seeing a good bit of movement within California, primarily people moving out of the major cities in California to more suburban and rural areas within the state.
What is the most popular place that Californians are moving to? Where are they going?
We are really seeing them go to all points, rural and suburban within the state. Sacramento is in the top 5 for us. We're moving a number of people out of LA into Sacramento. We're moving a number of people from other points in the U.S. into Sacramento, as well as the state of California as a whole.
Oh, so you're saying people are coming into Sacramento, not necessarily moving out? Because I thought they were going to Texas. I've heard a lot about that.
Far more people. Yeah, we're moving far more people into Sacramento than out of Sacramento. We are moving a lot of Californians out of the state of California, and the primary traffic patterns we're seeing there is people moving into Colorado and Texas.
Okay, very interesting. And what are the reasons people are moving? What are you finding there?
What we're seeing as far as the national trend and what we're seeing at JK Moving Services is we're seeing people moving out of all major cities, New York, New Jersey, Washington, D.C., all the major cities nationwide for the most part, and they're moving into suburban and rural areas. The real inbound states that we see people moving into is Florida, Texas, Colorado, California, Virginia, from various cities throughout the country.
Okay.
And when I say large numbers, Florida and Texas are experiencing 1,000 families moving in daily right now.
Well, I suspect they're either looking for more space or maybe cheaper costs of living. Now, the idea of moving in a pandemic seems kind of unique, but it sounds like people are still making moves. Is it safe right now? What do people need to think about?
If you go to the jkmoving.com website, you will find all the best practice protocols that CDC has recommended, along with protocols that JK has added to the CDC guidelines. You'll also find helpful hints for selecting your mover, getting packed up and ready, and other important topics surrounding your move. But absolutely, we can move people safely today. Our volumes are up 44% during the pandemic, and I'm happy to say we're doing it carefully, and we're doing it safely, and we're doing it successfully.
And that's good to know. A lot of businesses in the pandemic, they've pivoted, they've had to go virtual. Has the moving business had to go virtual in any way?
We sure have. We have a number of our office staff working remote. We brought in new technology. So when we go to survey a customer's home for the move, they can download our app. They can walk through their home using their smartphone, and the AI technology will survey the contents of their home and give us the data necessary to provide them an accurate estimate. So that's how we're doing a large number of our surveys today. We also have people going out in the traditional fashion, wearing masks, wearing gloves, and doing physical surveys at the customer's home if that's what they need.
All right, Chuck, great information there on moving. If you want more stats on current moving trends, visit pewresearch.org. We want to thank you for joining us on this half hour of YCL. More Your California Life coming your way starting at 9:30. Stick around.